In this demo, I will walk you through how to author a new runbook, use various constructs like activities and assets within the runbook, publish the runbook, and finally schedule it to run on a periodic basis. Okay, so let's get started. So I am in my Azure subscription. This is the account we created in the previous demo. I will just go ahead and click on it. We go into the runbooks, and as you can notice, there are no runbooks at the moment. So we'll go ahead and click on the new, select automation, runbook, quick create, and give it a good name. So this particular runbook that I will create in this demo is allow you to connect to the Azure subscription and list down all the VMs available on that subscription. So we'll call it connect Azure and display VMs. Alright, everything seems good. We can now go ahead and click create. So the runbook is created. Let's go ahead and click on edit runbook. Notice that our new runbook is available in the draft mode. This is the default mode when you create a new runbook, and what this essentially means is it's available for testing, and you can keep working on it, and once you are completed you can go ahead and publish it. I will show you later in this demo that how we publish it and use it later on. Unless you basically publish it, it won't be available to be run as a job, or you cannot schedule it. Alright, so let's get started. So the first thing I will do here is I will start by creating a variable here, org id credentials, and I will use this activity called get automation ps credentials, and pass it the name of the PowerShell credential we created in the previous demo. Alright, so the next thing I will do, I will go ahead and write the name of the user that this credential holds, because I will need it for the troubleshooting purposes. So the way we do it is we use the right purpose here. I'm just going to add a very brief information here. Dot username, and that would be pretty much it. Now one thing we have to do before we get this message into our output window is we need to use verbose switch here. The reason you have to do that, normally unless your runbook is published, the verbose messages are not displayed in the output pane, so it's very hard to use them for troubleshooting. This switch will basically force it to display the message in the output pane. Alternatively, just for your information, you can use a variable called verbose preference, and you can set it to continue, and this will basically apply to the entire runbook. You can either do that, or you can actually do it for individual activities. In this particular case, I only have I will be displaying only one message here, so I definitely think that this will be a better fit for this runbook. So the next thing we're going to do is we need to read the name of the subscription which we going to be connecting to. So I will create another variable here, name. And this time, the activity I'm going to use to get the variable name is call automation variable. And I will pass it the name of the variable. So the name is subscription name. Now we have the name and we have the credentials, so we have enough information to go ahead and connect to the Azure account, Azure subscription. Uh, so we use add Azure account, and the reason we can use actually this a particular activity because the Azure module is already imported for us. And one of the way you can quickly look into that what activities are available for you is by clicking insert and click on the activity and click on the integration module, and you will notice that all the activities that are available to you are listed here. So that's one way to go ahead and explore what you have available in the modules. So we go and use the add Azure account. We pass the credential. So it does actually give you IntelliSense, which is pretty convenient. So next thing we do is that we have the Azure account added, and we will select the subscription because this account may have multiple subscription. And we pass it the subscription name. All right. And finally, I will just basically go and do get Azure VM to list down all the VMs that I have. It will actually display you much more than just the name, but for the demonstration purposes, it's okay. I'm not too concerned about the intricacies there. There are a couple of things to note here. When I run this notebook right now in the draft mod, I will see the status of the runbook submission process appearing in the pane. So let me first go and save it, and then now we're gonna run it, and hopefully there's no typos and everything, so it goes through. All right, so let me show you. So the status here changed from submitted to queues, and now it's starting, and the next will be running, and finally it will be completed or failed. The later on I will show you how you can actually use the dashboard to kind of drill down into different runbook statuses and troubleshoot what is happening in that space. So usually it takes few moments to get the runbook started and running. While it's doing that, just to make sure that we can tally the results, I will go and show you the actual runbook, the VMs that we have on this subscription. So we only have actually one, which is RBR001, which is stopped. So we should actually have this in the results. All right, so it seems like it went through. So let's go ahead. See that the first thing we have is the verbose messages here, and it basically adds this essentially it's a grid to the message, and you can see that it's appended the actual text that we need. So this is the ID, which is the user ID that has the admin privileges to the Azure subscription, and this came from the PS credential asset that we created earlier on. And here's the output, and you can see that we have the details about the Azure virtual machine RBR001, and this is indeed the virtual machine that we have in this subscription.
Provides for us for accessing the solution and all of its projects.